Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And here's the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No game. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Brings it down on the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They keep attacking through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. The give to the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Running back searching for a hole. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He looks that one in nicely. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood, pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. There's a live football. Defense swarming on that loose. Turnover.
Man, you had the 1st down. You had it in your grasp. All you got to do is take care of the football, secure the football. You're trying to do everything you can to reach for it, scratch for it, claw for it, and then secure it. Don't lose it. Don't put it on the ground. Bad job by the offense securing the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Looking for more room. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man.
Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to run it back. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Offense set on first down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game. Gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Touchdown, Penn State! How about that special teams play? He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few inches.
Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a loop.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Line getting set on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Vincent. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Motion from the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebacker?
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. from the gun, the ground game. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll try to loosen him up from deep in his own end. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Buys a little time. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Aggies want to move quickly. To the ground with the back. Pirouettes away from the defense. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Coming after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Going for the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Oh, he wants it all. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. He'll return it. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Royals. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A strike downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would love being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. 10. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the... They put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Fires to the wideout. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. All wideouts, no backs. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And that one will give them the lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they give them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Floats it out in space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile.
Unloads it downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Penn State 35.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Quickly complete. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Texas A&M going quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Scrambling away. Unleashes to the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Going deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Penn State. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's going to pass. Looking to take a shot. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Now on first down from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you're going to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Flips it out to the back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Central Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 17 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught close to the marker, it's Spencer. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Okay, Justy, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to the right. At the 35, he's loose. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered it.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been